guys to Striking Show with Majid Reis, and subscribe my channel. Please click the button so I'll give you inside scoop. Here's my friend with me, Jesse, and a professional fighter. So please watch out for him. Keep an eye on him. And so today I'm going to show you what Kyokushin did. We talked about last time. We talked about the crescent kick, which was the crescent kick, the inside. We're using the outside of your foot of crescent. Now we're going to use the inside crescent kick. Somebody did ask a question in the comments, and I'm replying back. We talked about the crescent kick. No inside. Now we're going to talk about the inside crescent kick. So watch this technique. So in Kyokushin, where this technique came from, Kyokushin and Taekwondo does it also. When they're fighting, they're holding each other. Sometimes they're punching and they hold. And if they do hold, they want to drop the outside crescent kick to the face. And so how's that possible? You can grab you because they're holding you so tight. And they hold you not to move. Can you hold the mid sound? Yep. So we're going to use this, a lot of powerful kicks. That's why it's hard to practice unless you're in the middle of sparring session. And I want to show you how it feels. Make sure your head is down there. So I'm holding up, and most people will hold it up. After you do striking, you see all the time Muay Thai guys grab it. So if you don't have to grab it, you can, as you're kicking up, as I'm holding to control him, and I keep my head down, I go, ha! It's very hard kick. You're just so close. Ha! See how it is? It's almost like a slap, but it's a crescent with the inside of the foot. And it's almost like a slap to the face.
So what part of the foot is actually striking?
Watch this foot slowly, open up there. So what's here? See, it's a crescent with a foot coming this way. So as I'm going up here, I'm putting up here, I can drop it down. But remember, now we can do the drop kick or the slap kick. I like this one better because remember why. Put it up. If I hit on top of the head, I'll hurt my foot. The skull is the hardest part to hit your foot or your foot on your heel. It's very hard. Even yes, you might hurt his head too, but this is the hardest part of the skull. So why not go to the side of it, like a slapping? Like remember I talked about the slapping volleyball punch? But this is the same thing with the slapping with your foot, with the instep. So if his hands are up here, we're grabbing, we're fighting, and as I push him, and it's almost like pushing. But remember, if you put your foot on top of his neck, he can grab you and throw you down. But if I drop it on top of his head, he can grab my leg. But I'm not dropping on top of his head. If I drop it, he'll
grab your leg.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why drop kick is good, but it's not. This is not the time. This is almost like a slap, but not a round kick. So I'm here, so because a round kick needs turning. We can't do the regular kickboxing round kick. We need to do the other one that I taught you, but let's not go there. Let's talk about the crescent. Remember, check up there. So I'm grabbing him, watch the foot, and look what I do with my hand. I'm controlling him. I'm actually still holding him. Are you okay? Yeah. I'm still holding him, and I go, I'm holding, I'm pulling up, I'm holding. So remember, right now we have the mitts there. Mitts is even closer to me, so that means there's less area for me to hit. But look, if you take 1 foot away, it gives me more room to hit his face on the side of his face. I don't want to control.
It's hard to practice that without, because you can't like just pull it back.
You can't pull it back. So it just goes, and it goes up. I'm here. What I call it dunking the ball, because I'm dunking the basketball. I'm holding the ball here. I'm holding the rim of the basket, and I'm dunking it. Anyway, we'll talk about this further.
So now, I got a question.
Please.
I want to like make sure we get this and we help people.
Please.
It seems to me when I watch it, like if you do a round kick for the average person who's not very flexible, it seems like a round kick is harder because you have to like turn your hip.
That's true.
This one you can kind of keep your. Go ahead.
Very good.
Can you talk about that?
See, round kick is you have to pick up your knee up. You have to good chamber.
That's kind of hard.
So you have to have a good chamber. I mean, you have to practice a lot. Very good question. I can do that because I've practiced good chamber. But some people don't have good chamber, and their legs are heavy. In Kyokushin, in the world of Kyokushin, where we came from, where the Japanese, the Kyokushin Japanese karate way, they use Kyokushin for this action, and it was powerful strength, good base, and they would kick up like a lot of power. See, it's not coming too wide. Look, if you stay behind me, I'm not coming from here. I'm not coming from here to too much. I am pushing it, and I'm going almost to the side and pushing it out. So I'm here, I go, and it's almost like a step foot, and then I can follow up with it. Almost some UP and Taekwondo use it. Shotokan uses it for power strength. And why the instep at this time? Because it's an unorthodox angle, it's relaxation. But if I do a round kick, what happens? I have to turn my hips, and he can see me. But if I'm stay behind, just right there. If I do a round kick, you'll see my body. See, you can see my body motion. No, put up. You see my body motion, and you know it's a round kick. But watch me. You can't see me. See, you can't see me. You can't see anything coming. But look at the round kick.
Yeah.
Your body.
You notice
tells-
you have to counterbalance by leaning back a little
Another
bit.
thing you're forgetting, when you are standing this close, when you're holding the guy, you only look at this, you can't see anything else. You see, you only see from this tunnel vision when you're fighting. So like, wow, you go, wow.
Just do that again from this close.
There's a lot of, but remember, this is not your hand, this is your damn leg. So there's a lot of weight into it. There's a lot of weight into it. So you're holding it.
Certainly flexibility matters, but that's
Oh yes,
still...
but you have to open up your legs, yes, and that's
Yeah.
why you don't have one tool. Remember I told you? You can pick the tooth up by different angles. This is the king, so inside up. So it's a round kick, telegraphs. Crescent kick helps. Then, if you did remember the inside crescent kick, outside crescent kick, that's where we practice different
This one's
tools.
awesome, because and also you're doing it from a gripping position when you grab
because
him.
most time, yeah. And people say, what happens if he pushes you? Well, if he pushes you back, there's other techniques to it. Whack, you do a round kick, you go knee kick.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying this stuck with one thing. You have to use the tool at different time, different places.
Yeah.
Wake up your mind.
You know,
wish-
people, Manja, let me say this. People tell me this all the time. They go, I don't want to, there's lots of different reasons. Like even you mentioned it, but there's a different tool for every different situation.
Exactly.
Sometimes people go, oh, if you put a hand on his jacket,
Then I can punch him.
yeah, you can punch him, or
Exactly.
he could punch you, right? They'll
Yes.
say. But you have two hands on him. That means you're not using your hands.
Not using
but
them.
now
What I'm
you
doing,
have
look what
control.
I'm using my. What
Yes.
Look, I'm using a push. Whack.
Yes. I see that. That's
so
like
that's what
incredibly
it is.
dominant.
Yes, and
yeah.
you have. And so if
Out
you
in the
want-
street.
If he wants to punch me, I pull him, push him. Whack.
Yeah.
You
See now,
understand?
that's that. I'm not saying that that's different, but it is different. You're,
It is different.
Now you're showing
No,
the
because most of the street fight, you want to start punching, it's too late. They put the heads down. So when the guy wants to punch me, I'm pushing. Whack. You see most of the fight.
feel how off balance you get, Jesse, when he starts.
Right
you-
as soon as I go to do something, I can't.
If he
I'm
wants
off.
to punch or anything like that, whack, boom. And you understand this, even if I miss, he's off balance because I pushed him off. And if I fall back, fall back. Even if I miss the kick, I go, whoop, we can do drop kick, axe kick, whatever we talked about
That's
the early
beautiful
videos.
stuff.
We can catch up more.
So,
That's why I
so you call it
dunking.
dunking the basketball.
I call it dunk. This is the holding the rim. This is the basket. I'm gonna dunk the basket. Wow, sorry about that. Wow, this fucking beautiful kick. I'm sorry if I say that. But it's a beautiful kick. You have to practice it. Just like you do the round kick is this way. And now, remember, we still have this in case you don't know that. Whack. You remember, we can still do this. Whack. I didn't know that. He didn't see the last video. So we can go inside crescent kick, outside crescent kick, but I want to focus on this one first. So you remember, you pick up your foot up and just go sideways. It's almost like, remember, my leg is really heavy. So when I do this, foot up his face, take a job, good dunking the ball.